All right, guys. So here's something that nobody's talking about, and that's sex trafficking and child abuse and all that kind of stuff. Nobody's really talking about it in the mainstream media. You go over to CNN right here, check out, they talk about the whole R. Kelly getting beat up in prison, speaker removed from RNC, anti-Semitic, that there, QAnon is the one thing, but they kind of pretty much, CNN is trying to dismiss it or whatever. If you don't know what that is, I actually just found out what that is. Didn't know that was a thing. Fox News, Michigan pastor charged with child trafficking, sex abuse. That was 3 days ago, and then from then on it was like a year ago. Okay, well, 10 days, 7 days. Okay, so Fox is actually talking about sex trafficking and stuff a little bit more. But if you are not up to date on current news, then if you look over here, 39 children rescued in Georgia sex trafficking bust, authorities say. 39 children have been rescued following a sex trafficking bust in Georgia. During the 2-week bust called Operation Not Forgotten, the U.S. Marshals Service and other agencies searched for missing and exploited children in the 20 counties in North and Middle Georgia. Investigators found 26 endangered children and 13 missing children. You can read the rest of it if you want to. This is on actionnewsjacks.com. And then if you look over here, this one I just saw today. Authorities find 123 missing children in just one day during a Michigan sex trafficking operation. Why is nobody talking about this? Why? Well, I know, because kids don't matter, right? Kids don't matter in this country. It's all about grown men who make their own bad decisions and would have run-ins with the police. And that's all we care about. That's all we care about, huh? Don't really care about the kids. Kids can get shot in the head. Kids can get shot in drive-bys. Kids can get shot, what was it, Father's Day and Independence Day weekend. A bunch of kids were murdered and nobody cared. They were black kids, by the way. Where was BLM? Don't even know. Well, yeah, we do. They were the ones doing the shooting. This is getting ridiculous that nobody is talking about these kids. It really is. It's heartbreaking. Because this is the future. They are the future. They're growing up seeing all this nonsense going on. And more than likely, they'll follow in the footsteps of whoever they're seeing do this stuff. But let's go back to the Michigan story. More than 120 children missing been found in one day. Authorities located 120 Wayne County, which includes Detroit, as part of the one-day sweep last month. The U.S. Marshals Service and said Operation My Safe Kid, placed an emphasis on locating missing children who were victims of sex trafficking. The one-day initiative, which took place on September 26, recovered 123 of the 301. I think that's wrong, right? Okay, that had to be August. We're not in September yet. But anyway, yeah, you can go read that. It's ridiculous. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's saying a word about these kids. And the fact that they found 123 kids, that means there's probably tons of kids out there. All these kids posters and stuff you see, they used to post them in Walmart and stuff with the missing kids. You probably can go to the website and find missing kids. All these kids are either dead or part of some sick sex trafficking ring. And it's ridiculous. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's really covering it in the news. And it's ridiculous. So after seeing that, I actually went over to the Operation Underground Railroad, and I actually signed up as a volunteer. Hopefully I'll get a call or something back soon, because I would love to be a part of something to bring these kids home. There's no telling. I don't understand. That's like one of the most heinous crimes, if I'm using that word correctly. I don't know. But that's like one of the worst crimes, in my own opinion, acts against violence against helpless children. And I'm not talking about some 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old. I'm talking about actual kids, okay? Kids that are defenseless and that they can't get out of these situations because they don't know any better. And of course, these kids could be 17, 18, 19, and this is all they know. And I'm not talking about sex trafficking when I said that at the beginning there. But I'm talking about the people who have been in sex trafficking all their life, pretty much, who have been kidnapped as a kid. But it's ridiculous that nobody's talking about this stuff, and we need to do better. We talk about slavery being bad, but apparently it's not bad because it's happening right here in our backyards, and nobody gives a damn about it. But anyway, y'all don't want to hear that. It makes too much sense. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to hear more.